What was the level of importance for you guys to kind of reclaim what JJ had talked about, that like the Laker basketball after the slow start to the trip, and to finish it like this?
Yeah, just finishing off strong, honestly. Today was a good challenge, playing a playoff team and being in the playoff environment. Our concepts was just adjusting to the environment and just coming in here playing Laker basketball, coming back to our fundamentals, the good habits, and another thing was just being mentally focused. Both teams was coming off some big games, especially them. I think they came out of OT, got a strong win like that. So this was a game who really wanted it more. And I think this was a good challenge for us because it was multiple times when we've seen teams on back-to-backs like Portland, I believe OKC, and now here, it's like the third time. So it was a time we had to accept that challenge and understand, like, let's treat this, let's come with our aggressiveness and, just put pressure on the rim and just play the right way and play together. So that's what we did.
Remember after the first couple of games, you were talking about, wanting to figure out exactly how to run the screen roll and when to be at the rim. And it seemed like these last couple nights, a lot of dunks, It seems like you're starting to read Austin.
Because I think I got subbed out early in that first, and, Luka and Jax, they was doing their thing. Jax getting some thunder dunks, just bringing momentum to the team. And me and AR was just watching going into that fourth. Later down in the stretch, it was like, all right, now it's our turn. Like, we got to back them up. We got to maintain this. And, they had their little run, and then, which is basketball. Good teams do that. But we accepted it, and we threw our punch as well, and, we maintained it. And everybody from the whole team was on top of what the main coverage was for tonight on the defensive side.
Obviously, the opponent's part of this, but you guys lose by 30 to OKC, and then the last two games of the trip, you hold a 30-point lead in both of the games. How much was the OKC result fueling the kind of turn to end of the trip?
I was telling Kleber that. I was like, that, and Vando, I was saying that. I said, that OKC game woke us up. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the energy. Me, myself, just coming in with different spirits and understand, like, forget the back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? It's Laker basketball. We're trying to win a game, finish off the road trip strong. So we didn't really rely on what we did yesterday or what time we came in. It didn't matter. Stand by me. And then, we playing our music in here as well just to, keep us tame.
Earlier, I said, for the Lakers to win, you're going to have good ball movement. In this clip, you're going to see some ball movement, how basketball's supposed to be played, Allie, not like when you selfish and getting up buckets. Right here, you get Luka coming up with the high screen from DA. Like, this is perfect. I want y'all to watch this. His whole time, his eyes are on the guard. And Luka's eyes are on the defense. Right here, look, going to up in the air. He knows there's nobody in the paint but DA. But he's slamming home off. Now, we get a high pick and roll from Hayes. Now, Hayes, this is incredible. Think about it. This is two guards on a double team, but Luka's still talented enough to split this and go down and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it up high again, only where Jackson Hayes can get it. That's incredible. You never see that when a guard splits two guards. Now you got everybody on the strong side, on the weak side. Look, what DA is right there posted up. I'm about to say AR. Austin Reaves, which is his name, but this is really, really great. Right here, you got the back pick by Vando. But what did he do? You know what? I don't need to shoot the three. I can go back door and get me a dunk and get you started. Now you get down, passes back and forth, swing it up top. When you get the defense to move, look, all eyes are on the ball. It's like a magnet. Now we get in position to rebound. We get the rebound, now we kick it back out. Second shots are so important. AR has the ball now. Pump fake, dribble drive, gets to the paint. Now he has a couple options. Our man, DA is in the middle again. Oh, we got the outside shooters. What did he do? He give it to DA. DeAndre Ayton is eating up paint, buckets in the paint. And that's what you can do when you have a really good big alley. You get in the paint, you're passing the ball. You know, when you was Mac Truck back at your school and you was getting the rock in the paint trying to score. Mm-hmm. So it's very important.
I didn't try, I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
You caught that?
Sharing is caring. It's always a good thing when the ball is moving. Great breakdown.
It is, and I thought they did a good job of, keeping the floor spacing and allowing, especially Ayton, to maneuver just giving him room to operate in the paint there.
Yeah, it's great to see great ball movement. It makes it so much easier for everybody on the floor.
Indeed. Lakers handle business. We're going to break on the final stop of the road trip. 119. Let's start with DeAndre. 40 and 26 points, rebounds combined over the last two nights. Back-to-back situations. You hear him talk about how OKC that night woke this team up, but setting the tone and taking on that responsibilities from a Big's perspective. You like what you're hearing there?
Yeah, I like what I'm hearing. I like what I heard at Media Day when we had a chance to sit down and talk. And Pop Guy And I just love his game tonight as well.
I think he's, they don't have much practice time. And so I think it was hard for Luka and AR to understand who he is because they're used to guys rim running. You think about Jackson Hayes the last couple of years playing with him. Now you got a guy who's either or. And I think on the flip side of that, it's him too understanding, I just can't pop all the time. If I have a path to the basket, I need to roll to the basket. That's why it's called a pick and roll. And for me, when he's able to keep his vision on the guard, he's always successful. And when you watch it, he's so in tune with those guys. As they move, he moves. Just like that. So, he moves and then he gets either a quick jump shot at the free throw line or a dunk. So I'm loving this connection and the rapport that he's developed with these two guys.
Isn't it when I move, you move?
Just like that.
Okay. Jackson Hayes, he was the only guy in double figures off the bench. When you just talk about the center depth, you wondered how it would come together.
Yeah. I mean, last year it was all by himself. And then they'd have to throw in Rui or Vanderbilt. But, with Ayton coming in, a legitimate center, and with Jackson adding 15 pounds, he's stronger and not losing any of his agility and his quickness. And he understands his game, too. He knows that when he sets a pick, he doesn't pop. He rolls. And he rolls to either get a lob or put himself in position to get an offensive rebound. So his role is a threat. He might not get it all the time, but when he sets that pick, he rolls, and the defense has to respond to that. So I like what Hayes is doing this year. He's accepted his role coming off the bench, back up to Ayton. I think that's a good 1-2 combo.
Heading to break, still to come on Access, we'll hear from Luka Doncic.